Good morning. Sorry for the delay. Just getting set up. Okay, so let's begin. Let's begin as always, seated tall and supremely still. Close the eyes. Bring the attention inward. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything we need can already be found within. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your mind in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses, and be nourished through our bodies. May we acquire a strong desire for liberation from pain and suffering, and may we cherish no ill feelings against one another. Let's begin and come to standing. We'll stand with your feet about 10 inches apart, spiritual breathing to establish a deeper connection with the divine essence within. Bring the arms up, the palms facing slightly upwards. From the fingertips, inhale through the arms down into the spiritual heart. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding all the attention and the breath at the heart. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, just the breath out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Imagine you're a magnet drawing everything that you need into the heart. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding it all in a heart. Suspend the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale all the way back out to the fingertips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, the best of the best universe. From the fingertips down into the heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding it all in the heart. Suspend the breath. Exhale, just the breath back out through the arms. Everything else stays within. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now bring the arms down. We'll continue with the exercises. Prepare the body for the practice. We'll start to move the head in circles. From here on in, imagine you're the witness watching the body moving by itself. Change the direction of rotation. Good. Now we'll continue with the exercise to promote purification and removal of toxins from the body. So breathe vigorously to oxygenate the blood, air the lungs as well. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, down. Continue. Inhale, straight up with the arms. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, straight out. Exhale, pull in. Inject energy into all the movements. And now sweep the arms up and down. Try to get the arms behind the ears. And now from here, cross the arms across the chest. Throw the arms back on the exhale. Good. Now bring your arms up over the head. Toss the body down on the exhale. Inhale, float up. Exhale, down. One more. Just allow the body just stay hanging down. Stop bouncing. And then roll your way back up. Bring your arms up over the head. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, pull down into a squat. Just go to the height that you can. Be mindful of the knees. One more. Back up. Now bring the elbows out to the sides, the height of the shoulders. Twist from side to side. Exhale as you complete the twist in each side. And back home. Now sweep the arms up. On the inhale, exhale down into a squat. Inhale back up. Exhale, swing the arms down. Let's try it together. One more. And down. Next one, we're going to take the arms out in front. This is the exhale, a starting position. Inhale, circle around backwards. Exhale, pull in and punch back out like a recoil. Good. Next one, the arms start in the down position. Inhale, circle around to the front. Exhale, pull in and drop the arms back down. One more, and release. Next one, we're going to do our side bends. So bring the feet a little bit further apart, the toes beyond the edges of the mat. Right arm up, inhale. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, left arm up. Bend to the right. Continue. One more on each side. And back down. Next one is almost the same, but we're holding the breath when we come into the bend. Inhale, raise your right arm up. Bend and hold the breath. Exhale, come back. Inhale, left arm up. Suspend the breath. Go as you lean to the right. Exhale, back. Continue. Get long through the inhale. Try not to create folds in the right side of the body, in the bend. Exhale, come back up. Lose yourself in the sensations. Practice in a way that is mindful, that is reverent. Remember that you're trying to transmit all the benefits of the practice to all beings. So practice in a way that is pleasant for you, and that will be pleasant for all who experience it through your own body. graceful movements, no jerky motions. Just imagine a witness watching. You're trying to make the experience as pleasant as possible to watch. One more on each side. And release. Let's come down onto the knees now. Into table position, cat-cow. Now inhale. Arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, stretch the belly skin. Exhale, stretch the back skin. Work the core muscles, generate some heat. Inhale. Open up the chest. Exhale. Open up the upper back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Push the heart forward, away from the seat. Exhale. Push it right up between the shoulder blades. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Actually, let's do another two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now back to flat back. Raise your right leg up on an inhale. Exhale, swing it out to the right. So just easy movements here. Loosen up the hip. And then the other leg. Left leg up on the inhale. Swing out on the exhale to the left. One more. And release. Now come forward onto the belly. I'm going to work the upper back muscles now. Join the hands behind the back. On an inhale, we lift up. Exhale, pull back down. Engage the buttocks and the back muscles. Inhale. And down. Squeeze the shoulder blades against another. Inhale. And down. Anchor down through the lower body. And down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up, down, up, down. Last one. Up and down. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next one, a couple of options. Choose one that's suitable for you. Raise your arms, bring your arms forward. We're going to use the legs, we're going to raise the legs up. Use some momentum as the hips come down to raise the upper body. Otherwise, if it's not quite accessible, just take your hands, either if you can get them underneath the thighs a little bit easier, press the palms down, raise the legs up and back down. So just the lower body. Mountain comes beside the legs if that's easier for you. If it's too hard to wrist, let's go 10 times. More. And release. Forehead on the hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften. Now push into your hands. Come up and all the way back into child's pose. Next movement has next sequence has 4 movements. Inhale, come up into high plank. Sorry, high cat. Exhale, drop the hips in your hands, cobra, chest forward, head back. Come back into high cat on the inhale. Exhale, back into child's pose. Up forward, up, and back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Graceful movements, seamless transitions. Forward, back up, round the back, and flatten out and lengthen. Up, forward, up. Try not to jam up the back of the neck, back, or the lower back. Up, pull the chest forward and up, high, come up again. Inhale, exhale, back, up, forward, up, and back, up, forward, up, and back, up, forward, up, and back. Let's go for one more. Up, forward, up, and back. Relax, breathe in, breathe out. Next one is similar. Inhale, pull the body forward, glide along the mat between the arms, come up into cobra, hold it for a moment. Exhale, back. Alternatively, you can come from above, inhale, come up into baby plank, and then drop the hips, come into cobra, hold it, and back. So move according to your condition. Continue. Inhale, hold the cobra, and back. Exhale. Inhale. Lose yourself in the sensations, and back. Imagine your snake creeping through the grass. Come up and back. Inhale. Hold it and back. Try to imagine yourself in the body of a snake and back. Try to take on all its virtues, all its characteristics. Hold and back. And come forward. Have reverence and appreciation and love for all forms and all beings. And back. Inhale. And back. Two more. Glide forward. Inhale. And back. One last time. Come forward. Uncoil. Just like the serpent. And back. Rest in child's pose for a moment. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now come forward onto the belly again. And then flip onto the back. Inhale, extend the arms and legs. Exhale, tuck chest, thighs to the chest, chin to the knees. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath and tuck. Squeeze everything tight. Make the body as compact as possible. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend. Suspend the breath. Pull into a tuck. Release. Inhale. Squeeze tight. Press the lower back down into the mat. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And squeeze. Hold the breath. Release. Inhale. And tuck. Hold. Release. Inhale and tuck. Hold the breath. Release. 2 more. Inhale and tuck. Release. Inhale and tuck. Hold the breath. And release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Well, from here, bring the arms over the head. Swing the legs over the head. I'm coming to plow pose. And then bring the legs back down. That's when the feet come down. Lift the body up to seated position. Drape the body over the legs. So if it's too difficult to keep your feet down when you're coming to lift, use momentum as the legs coming down to sit back up. So again, move according to your condition. Let's continue. You don't have to come into a full plow if that's not quite doable. Just try your best. Use your core muscles to train the body to move gracefully and fluidly through the movements. Watch the body moving with ease and gracefulness. This will transpire in the movements. Let's do one more. The next one, we'll legs come over the head. As you're coming down, bend the knees. Clamp the feet down flat. And press right up to standing. So now let's move to the front of the mat for some salutations. 1. Right. Okay, so let's come back. Hands in front of the heart. So we're going to do Surya Namaskara. Take a moment to close the eyes. Come back to the intention of offering up the practice. Imagine this is your divine duty towards all beings. Imagine moving in time with all yogis everywhere to deliver benefits to all. Inhale, raise your arms up over the head. Come down, chest on the thighs, bend the knees if you need to bring your hands flat on the ground. Then the right foot comes back into lunge, sink down through the seat. Come into high plank, lower down, bring the seat all the way back behind the heels, and then glide forward into your cobra. Back into downward facing dog with the seat up and back. Right foot steps forward to the hands, sink down to the seat. If that was difficult, your foot doesn't make it all the way, drop the left knee down first, move the foot forward with the right hands. And then the feet come together, chest on the thighs again, head down. Come right up to standing, arch back. To your comfort level, bring the hands back to the heart. Reach the arms up again, hips forward, stretch the whole front of the body. Down gracefully, bow down. Left foot back into a lunge, back knee down, into the plank. Bring the knees down, seat all the way back behind the heels again. Allow the belly to come down the thighs, along the mat, and raise the head. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana, lift the seat up and back. Left foot forward, modify as you need to, drop the left, right knee down. Feet together, chest on the thighs, head down. Come right up to standing, press hips forward and back home, Pranayasana. Reach up again, go down, keep watching the body moving, keep pretending you're the witness, right foot back, seat down, into the plank, down we go, and then come forward into the cobra, back into Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog, sink the heart. Then the right foot steps forward to the hands, drop the seat down nice and low. Feet together, Uttanasana. Bow to the legs, Come right up, arms over the head, and Pranamasana. Arms up again. Feel like you're doing a dance. All the transition seamless. Left foot back into the plank. Lower down. Lengthen spine by pulling the feet back. And then brush your nose to the ground as you come forward. Propel yourself forward with power into Cobra. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot steps. Uttanasana. Fold the body in half. Come right up to standing. And return home. Let's add on. Reach the arms up over the head. Come down. Chest on the thighs. Join the hands behind the back. Pull the hands back as you reach the chest forward. Exhale. Use the body to push the legs further back. Seat might come over the heels. Legs straighten a little bit more. Or all the way. Forehead against the shins if your legs are straight. And then release the hands beside the feet. Right foot back. Lower the knee down. Sink the seat. Raise your arms up over the head. Circle the arms down. Come back into high plank. Lower down. All the way back into child's pose. And then glide forward smoothly between the arms. Bhujangasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot steps forward. Lower the seat right towards the front heel. Raise your arms over the head and then circle them down. Plant the hands. Left foot comes in to meet the right. Fold the body down. Chest on the thighs. Join the hands. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull the body down onto the legs again. Release the arms and bring them up and over the head. Hands back to the heart. Reach up again, stretch the whole front of the body. Come down smoothly. Bend the knees, join the hands, extend to the crown, and dive deep. Uttanasana. Release the hands beside the feet, left foot back. Sweep the arms up, circle down, allow the head to fall back. Press into the hands, into plank. Lower down, seat all the way back. Brush the nose to the ground as you come forward into your Cobra. All the way back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Sink the heart towards the ground. Then the left foot steps forward, back knee down. Seat low, arms up. Kapyasana, and then just separate them, circle them down. Hands plant down, feet come together. Again, bend the knees, chest on the thighs, hands behind the back. And then dive deep, Uttanasana. Try to lift your seat right up over the heels. Don't worry if it doesn't, just do your best. Raise your arms up over the head. Hands back to the heart. And one more variation. Reach the arms up over the head. Come down smoothly. Now plant the hands. Shoulders come over the fingertips. Shift your weight forward, lift the heels, and from here, press into your hands. You can either glide back into Chaturanga or walk back into Chaturanga, hovering just above the ground. Pull right forward into upward facing dog. Hips and knees up off the ground if you can manage. Push the shoulders back, the chest forward and up. Try not to lose your neck. Keep your shoulders down. Keep extending the back body. No wrinkles in the lower back or the back of the neck. And then push into your hands, come back into downward facing dog. Soften the line in the back. Sink the heart towards the ground. Belly comes towards the thighs, the arms flatten out. Think of the shape of a slide at the playground. Feel like a dog stretching its back. Then lift the heels, bend the knees, look between your hands. Push into your hands, jump or walk forward. So from here, Uttanasana. Pull the forehead down towards the shins, seat up, and then come all the way back up. Hasta Uttanasana. Standing salute, hands back to the heart. Reflect, surrender, and humility in all the movements. Just try your best. Don't worry about the results. Bring the hands down. Inhale, lift up. Again, shift your weight forward. Shoulders over the fingertips. Push into your hands, and then just gently come back. Bend your elbows as you come back. Come into upward facing dog. Again, hold it for a moment. Pull the chest forward and the shoulders back. Lift the thighs and knees away from the ground if you can. And push into your hands, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. See if you can get the chest towards the ground and the head below the arms. If you can touch your head to the ground, go ahead, rest it on the ground. Then lift the heels, bend the knees, look between your hands. Jump or walk forward. Chest on the thighs, Uttanasana. Come all the way up to standing, reach up and back. Bring it back home, hands to the heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. So now let's do some poses. So let's just stand on the left foot first. Going to try tree pose. If you have a lotus, you can do the lotus. Bring the right knee up. You can either bring the foot flat against the inseam of the leg, the heel close to the root, or wherever you need to, as long as it's not against the knee. If you're having trouble balancing, keep the foot on the ground if you need to. If you have a lotus, go ahead. Try to point the knee down. If you can let go of the foot, bring your hands in heart center. And then when you're ready, raise the arms up. Grow tall like a tree. Try to embody all the characteristics of a tree. Reach to the sun, be bountiful in all its offerings, the shade, the fruits, and the oxygen. Reach up high, take your gaze up if you like, if you have good balance. And bring the hands back to the heart. So from here, if you can, keep standing on your left foot. Take hold of the heel from, the thumb is behind the heel. If you can, move the knee out to the side, raise the left arm up, and come into ballet pose. If you need to keep your knee bent, that's okay. Lean a little bit away from the raised leg. Be like a ballet dancer, poised and graceful. Now if you have the strength, keep engaging the leg. Try not to let the foot as you let it go. Let it float. And then bring the leg down softly. No big heavy drops. Move in a way that doesn't disrupt the peaceful mindset. And try it on the other foot now. Anchor down through the right foot. Spread the toes like they're the roots of the tree. And then bring your foot into position as you see fit. Take your hands to the heart and then raise the arms up over the head. So inhale, keep growing, reaching as though reaching for the sun. Always trying to find the light. Soak up the warmth of the sun. Getting ready to come back. Hands down, and then release the foot. See if you can take hold of the heel. If it's too much, you can just take your knee out the side, hold the knee. If you have the heel, bring the leg up. Try to get the toes and the fingertips roughly at the same height. And again, if you want to try to let go of the foot, try to do so without dropping a foot appreciably. So keep the leg muscles engaged and let go slowly. Keep the leg muscles engaged as you bring the foot down so it lands softly. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so now we're going to do, let's try eagle pose. Standing on the left foot, raise your right leg up as high as you can. Bring the knee up, and then start to bend the standing leg. Push the right leg against the right thigh against the standing leg. Twist a little bit. You might be able to hook the foot around this back of the standing leg. Arms out, and then the left arm comes over the right. Intertwine the forearms, elbows forward. See if you can sink down a little bit more. Keep the back as straight as you can. Shoulders over the hips. Concentrate, fix the gaze, Make the gaze intense, just like an eagle's. And come up. From here, fly. So start to hinge forward. Press the palms away from you. Open up the chest. Increase your wingspan. Good. And then release. Just take a moment to close your eyes. Imagine yourself moving through the poses with complete ease and steadiness. And see if your body can realize it just the way you imagined it. Don't worry if it doesn't happen, just do your best. It's the effort that counts the most. Left leg comes up as high as you can, so when it comes down, the thigh lands higher, the leg lands higher on the leg. So then it makes it easier to maybe take the hook. Don't worry if it can't hook, just keep the foot out to the side if you need to. Then the right arm over the left. Try to bring your elbows forward. Right to the shoulders roughly, and sink down. Keep the gaze steady. Come back up. Hinge forward. Imagine you're taking flight now. Extend the leg back, extend your arms, pull them back a little bit. Imagine soaring through the air like an eagle. And return, push into the right foot to return. Good. Inhale, exhale. Now from here, step the left foot forward, lower the right knee down, sink down to the seat. Sink down as much as you can so your seat is low to the ground. Hands to the seat, pull it down and press the rib basket up away from the hips. Try to get the belly button to come forward and the chest come up. Copy asana. Reach the arms up over the head. Wiggle the shoulders back and forth. See if you get the arms right beside the head. Keep them straight and pull them back behind the ears. Make the shape of a crescent moon with the body. Good. Sink the shoulders, create space and length. And then come back up. Bring the hands back down. Just change sides here. The right foot forward, the left leg back. Drop the seat all the way forward again. Hands on the seat and pull down on the seat. Try to imagine you're trying to create as much length through the front of the body, front toes right up to the top of the head. Keep the throat open. Feel as though you're folding the back in half at the spine. Hands up in Kapiyasana. Hands in Kali Mudra. Index fingers together. Crescent moon. Keep using your arms to pull the body further back, the hips stretch. Good. Make every pose an offering. And come back. So from here, we're switching legs again. Bring the left foot forward. Bend the toes under on the back knee. So the legs are like a box. Nice, sharp angles, right angles, raise the right arm up, and angle the toe and knee towards the right. Take the outside, the armpit against the leg. Bring your hands in prayer, and then push the left hand to the right. Push the chest towards the thumbs, and then turn. Left shoulder moves back. Try to keep your chest moving towards your thumbs, your shoulders back. Imagine getting your left shoulder at the same height as the right shoulder, so it looks like you're lying on your back. If you know other variations, go ahead. You can see if you can take your back knee up off the ground. Keep strong. Left side of the seat moves back. If you want to take a bind, go ahead. Left arm over the back. Join the hands underneath the belly. Move according to your condition. Go to the edge of your potential every time. And you always keep redefining your new edge as you advance. Break the pose, back knee down, and switch sides. Do this way so you can see another angle. Right foot in front, left arm up. Ankle and toe and knee towards the left, so it makes it easier to get the elbow to the outside. Anchor the leg in place. And then your hands start near the shoulders, but as you push the right hand to the left, the body rises up. Try to get your belly higher than the thighs. Center of the chest comes towards the thumbs, and you start to roll the right shoulder all the way back. Keep the right side of the seat back, the head forward. Again, if you want to go further, go ahead. You can take the back knee up off the ground, pressing into the base of the toes and the heel, or right arm comes over the back, left arm underneath the right leg. Keep on trying to turn your chest and the face straight up. Break the pose, come back down with the left knee, switch sides, left foot in front, right foot back. This way first so you can see from the side, just push back and forth, trying to get your hips to come down low, so sink through the seat, as though you had weights in your hip pockets dragging you down. Press back one last time through the right foot, lower the knee, flatten out the toes. Roll to the right, see if the right forearm can come down. Roll back to the left, left forearm comes down. Keep the knee close to the shoulder. Move the foot out a little bit more. If you have flexibility, try to bring your chest right down. Fix the gaze just like a lizard. Imagine you're a lizard sunning itself on the warm earth. Flatten out as much as you can. Imagine you had a weight sitting right on top of your seat, flattening the body, the lower body, making the lower body sink, and then the rest of the body might just follow as well. From here, switch sides. Come back onto your hands. Right knee forward, right foot forward. And again, start by gliding back and forth. Trying to get your hips to sink with each pass. And push back through that left heel. Lower the back knee down, flatten out the toes. See if you can roll, if your shoulder is at the height of the knee or lower, roll to left, left forearm comes down. Perhaps the right hand come down too. Try to get your hips even. Again, keep your knee close to the shoulder and stretch out. Okay, if you can stay on the hands, go ahead if you want to stay on the hands. Shoulders back. Keep extending through the crown. Keep extending through the back toes. And come back onto the hands. Come into table position, and from here, bend the toes under, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we're coming into Vasisthasana. Left foot comes more in front of the nose, step it towards the right hand, spin towards the right long edge of the mat. Keep your hips up, make sure you don't drop into the shoulder. Keep the left arm fully extended. Can plant the left foot down, can go into other variations, slide the right foot back if you like, and spin on the foot and the hand, try to get your hips up. You've got that left foot and the left hand firmly planted down. You can maybe take your right knee up, or maybe you take the foot, go according to your condition. Keep your seat, your hips up nice and high. We come back, same way as you entered. Back into downward facing dog. breathe in, bring the seat back, breathe out, soften the heart. Allow the heart to melt. Go to the other side now. Right hand steps more towards the left. Spin towards your left. Come up into side plank. Remember, you can take modifications as you need to. Lower down on the knee. Make the pose accessible so you can be steady in the pose and make it the best offering you can. Okay, or if you want to go further, of course, bring the right foot in a little bit so you can get the base of the left toe to press down. And this will give you steadiness if the foot's flat on the ground. Let you try to straighten out the supporting leg, the right leg. Maybe take your left knee up or even the foot. All these options. Come back. And return to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften. Good. Now from here, look towards your hands. You can jump your feet to the outside of the hands or just walk them. And then move your feet on the outside of the hands. From here, bring the heels in a little bit. Walk your feet in. Toes still pointing out. Come into squatting pose. Press the knees open with the elbows. Try to get a little bit more upright. Shoulders and the seat in the same line. Now from here, plant the hands down and just roll your weight from the heels of your palms into the base of the fingers into the finger pads. So grip firmly with your finger pads and lift the seat so your shoulders come over the fingertips, your arms straighten. So you're starting low, keep pressing the backs of your arms against the inner shins and thighs and lift, squeeze the shoulders with the knees, and maybe you can even bend your toes away, pull your toes away from the ground, coming into crow pose, kakasana. If you want, you can come into your headstand if you know that variation. Tuck your chin in, keep pressing into the ground so you don't just fall onto your head. You just control it. Place the foot on the ground. From here, if you want, those you know who can, advanced practitioners, can come into your teddy bear, knees resting on your upper arms, or right up into your headstand. These are all options, again, according to condition and comfort level. Don't go to a place of pain or anxiety. This is not what you want to transmit. Okay, come back, if you're in headstand, into your teddy bear or your crow. Squeeze the legs on the outside of the knees on the outside of the arms. And then here, you can see you can lift your head again. Back into crow. And back down. Go from here, back into the squatting pose. Inhale. Raise the head, push the chest forward. Exhale, push out against the other inner thighs again, the backs of the arms. Now from here, lower the seat down, roll onto the back, push into your arms. Use a little bit of momentum to bring your legs up, your hips up off the ground. And if your seat is high enough, you can bring your hands to your back. Come right into Shavangasana, shoulder stand. If you need to go a little bit slower, then of course, again, move according to condition. Maybe bring your knees on your forehead, bent, keep your knees bent. Or you can just rest your seat on your hands with your legs straight up. So take the pose as suitable for you where you can find steadiness. If you want to have a lotus, go ahead into your lotus. Use your hands if you need to. Bring your feet a little bit more over the head to make it easier for you to get into your lotus. Option to take your hands to your thighs as well, or your knees. If you have a lotus, try to push your knees up higher than your hips. And close your eyes. Come into stillness. Just imagine your body there in complete stillness and comfort.
try to be one with the form. Eventually you are able to find that quietness. You become one with that, as comfortable as though you were in your own body. Now, depending where you are, if you have a lotus, you can keep your lotus, come into Pindasana. Those of you who know it, you can wrap your arms around the legs, join your hands underneath the seat. If your legs are straight, come into plow pose. Bring your feet over the head, behind the head on the ground, or if they don't come down, just keep supporting your back. If your seat was on the hands, you can come into happy baby pose. Take hold of the edges of the feet and see if you can pull your knees down on either side of the body, right underneath the armpits. Okay, so lots of different options here. Again, just concentrate on steadiness and stillness. Eventually, every pose becomes comfortable enough to meditate in. Start to make your way down. Press your arms behind your back. See if you can scoot your shoulders in a little bit. Join your bring your hands close to one another. Palms down. Keep your legs close to the body as they come back down. And then eventually the seat will come onto the hands and the legs come down on the ground. Again, land them lightly. When the feet come down, reach the ground, push into the lower arms, push the chest up, and see if you can bring the top of the head to the ground. Or raise the chest as high as you can. Try to get your head closer to the seat. And now breathe very fast through the nose like a sniffing dog. Keep going with the breath. If you want to raise your legs 12 inches off the mat, go ahead. Keep breathing. If you want to keep going further, pick your arms out from underneath, arms at the same angle as the legs, hands together over your legs. Now lower the legs down and come out of the pose. Good. Lower down. Breathe in. Exhale, imagine you're fainting. Let go of all fatigue. Good. Now, those you want to try, come back into plow pose. If you make into plow pose, hold on to try to take hold of your big toes with your two peace fingers or your ankles. Take a breath, inhale, hold the breath, and see if you can come up into Navasana. Keep holding your feet without bending your legs. Okay, if it doesn't work, try a few times, roll a couple times until you find your way up into Navasana. If you give up, just come up and just can release your feet here. Arms by the sides of the legs, and breathe very fast again. Bring the feet down, hug your legs to the body, breathe in. Hold the breath. The chest is big and the chin is against the chest. Contract the root muscles, pull them up towards the navel. Watch the space between the eyebrows. Exhale, slowly allow the breath to leak out in a steady stream, not like a big explosion. Bring the legs forward. You can either keep your legs bent if you have tight hamstrings and hug your legs to the chest, or if you know the full pose, go ahead. Raise your arms up and pull the body down onto the thighs. You can take hold of the heels or press into the tops of the toes with the hands. Inhale, keep legs, then keep drawing your chest forward as though you're trying to get beyond the knees. Exhale, pour more weight into the legs. And allow the weight of the body to just release the backs of the legs a little bit more. The attention is to the base of the spine. keep imagining the spine going long or out of its source. Slowly come back up. Purvottanasana, hands behind the back, fingers facing away. And then slide your heels in a little bit so your knees lift up a little bit. From here, push into heels your palms, lift the hips, roll the thighs inwards. Try to get your chest higher than the shoulders. Pull the shoulders back. If you lift your hips a little bit more, your toes will come down and you'll have a little bit more easy time holding the pose. Bring the head back. If it's too much, bend your knees, bring your heels underneath your knees. Bench pose. Bhastrika breath. Tuck the chin in, push into your hands, squeeze your arms to the body and lower down. Good. From here, cross your ankles and make your way onto your belly. Join your hands behind the back, Shalabhasana. So take a half breath in, lift the chest, really squeeze the shoulder blades against one another. Pull the arms back and then lift the legs up off the ground. Try to keep your legs together. The whole body should be singing. Engage the buttocks. Keep the mind calm, you know the body's working hard. Lower down, release, breathe in, breathe out. Then bend the knees. See if you can hold the ankles, flex the toes. Half breath in, lift the chest up, and then pull on the feet. Perhaps the legs, the thighs will come up off the ground as well. Pull the shoulders back. So you can pull on the feet a little bit more so the feet come higher than the head. If you look up, maybe at some point you'll see your toes. Push the chest forward away from the seat. Breathing. Come up a little bit higher if you can. Good. And then pull on the feet, bring them back towards the seat and release. Breathe in. Exhale. Relax. Good. Press with your hands, come back into seated position. Ardha Matsyendrasana. You can either have your left leg folded in front with your foot on the outside of the right hip, and then the left knee, the right foot comes to the outside of the left knee. If you can't get both sides of the seat down, just keep your left leg extended and move your foot a little bit further out. I'll do it this way to start. Left hand is right against the center of the back, against the seat. Left arm comes up. And push the forearm against the outer right thigh. Inhale, push lower back up and in. Exhale. Use the elbow, left elbow to pull the knee further to the left of the body. Look over the right shoulder. If you have your left leg folded, it'll look like this. You can take hold of your left heel with your right hand if you like. Pull on the foot as you twist. On the heel as you twist. Back is straight. Visualize a spiraling action of the spine from the base of the spine right up to the base of the brain. Chest open, make sure you're not slouching forward. Press the shoulders back. And come back to face forward, switch directions or switch legs around. Modify according to your condition. Make sure both sides of the seats are down. Right arm up and take it to the outside of the left thigh. Make sure your hand is right against the seat. Use the left arm to push the lower back up and in. Try not to lean back. Keep the back nice and vertical. Reach down for the right heel with your right hand if you like. And return. Lie down on your back. Ease your way down gently. And get ready for Shavasana. Just once you're down on your back, allow the feet to fall outwards, open up the legs a little bit more. The hands beyond the edges of the mat, the palms facing up, like you're making a gesture receiving. And as you inhale, imagine beams of light and energy and love, everything that you want, that you need to feel fulfilled and complete. Imagine it coming in like beams of light, in through the skin and into the body. As you exhale, feel it go all throughout your being. Security, love, wellness, health, confidence, wisdom, love, and joy. And all that you have swimming within, once it enters, just move it, direct it to the spiritual heart, the residing place of the divine essence, the highest self. In essence, God. And when you do this, then it will go out to all beings because we are all connected through God. The common thread that resides in each and every being ties us together. Make a habit of having everything that you do and say, all your actions, thoughts, and words, something that exemplifies your devotion to the highest self and to all beings as a result. Make everything you do an offering, everything you say is said with love and with kindness, with an intention of bringing love to them and not incurring pain or suffering of any sort. Now prepare to bring that out into the daily life, off the mat. The yoga continues, the observance for all the ethical rules and compassion and love continue. So now make your way back to a seated position. Move in a way that is reverent, quiet, mindful, and gentle. Sitting tall and supreme, be supreme and grand in all that you do as well. Always set your sights high. Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the divine grace within. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming. Have a wonderful day.